So as you know, we have 2 visitor centers.
Yep.
People call us, they text us, they go through Facebook, they do whatever it is. You're going to help me in a section we call We Get Questions.
Okay.
Here we go. First question we got. I'm visiting Sonoma, and I anticipate that I will be buying some wine to bring home.
Yep.
I know most of the wineries offer shipping of their bottles. However, I will likely buy 1 or 2 bottles each from a few different wineries. And I was wondering if there is a service in town where I can take the bottles to be packaged and shipped back to my home.
Actually, I think there are. I think there are a number of different shipping centers, and like you'll see it's FedEx on the side, or we ship your thing. Just Google shipping centers, and they have these wonderful packing things where you can have 6 bottles or 12 bottles, and you have to make sure that it's legal to the state you're going to. You have to always make sure of that, because and if you're not sure, they won't do it, because it's not your job to endanger somebody locally.
Right.
And the other thing is that do a little homework. You may end up visiting 3 wineries that are family run or family created, that are all owned by the same large company, and they will put it together for you. So do a little extra homework, but I think that's a wonderful thing to do. Also, 1 bottle of wine, buy a case.
Join the wine club.
Come
Jeez.
on. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I think wine shipping is important because we have interesting laws here in the United States. You can't ship alcohol for some reason across state lines, depending on the state, blah, 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 federal system.
Well, you know what that was from? That was from bootlegging.
Yes, a prohibition holdover. Right?
Exactly. And the Seagram's family, oddly, pioneered both the bootlegging
Oh, good for them.
and the distribution of fine liquor. Anyway, go ahead.
That's how you make a fortune.
There you go.
But yeah, you can look for wine shippers. Just make sure that you tell them you're shipping wine so they don't get in trouble.
And you make sure you tell them where you're shipping.
Yes.
And what you've bought. Just be completely transparent. Don't try to be
Identify.
clever.
Right.
All right. And, drink it in the parking lot of the airport.
There you go. Okay. Well done. Beyond wine and wine grapes, what food or produce is Sonoma County identified with?
Well, goat cheese, raw milk cheeses, fine cheeses. Go to Valley Ford. Oh my gosh,
A lot of cheese.
Valley Ford Creamery is really wonderful.
Yeah.
Laura Chanel goat cheese. Marin French is down the road, but it's actually in Petaluma. And Cowgirl Creamery. Okay. I mean, we have
cheese.
really world class cheeses. Absolutely,
I like that.
We also have some pretty good. I mean, I was at the Sonoma County Airport, and there was a vending machine for cured meats. I mean, where else in the world would you have charcuterie? And by the way, none of the prices are listed. You just press the button and put in your credit card and hope for the best.
Good luck.
Exactly.
Like, go to gate 12. Honey, I got to get the prosciutto.
Yeah,
Hold
exactly.
on.
Wait a second.
I love that. I didn't know that.
Sell the bicycle. No, and the other thing I would say is that we have incredible bakers. We have incredible bakers here. So, and depending on where you're going and how you're traveling, our breads are wonderful. Wildflower Bakery. Oh, really my God, it's incredible.
On the farmer's market, baker and cook, Jen is the baker, the husband's the cook. She makes these fantastic, she calls them beignets, they're donut holes.
Yeah.
And they're so good, and they're gluten-free if you're a gluten-free person.
Well, all right, so that's another thing is if you go to the farmer's markets, you will find vegan and gluten-free, really sensitive, thoughtful foods that are made here in Sonoma County that do not taste like packing material. That taste like real food. Many parts of this dish are edible.
It's true. But if you like packing peanut food, you can get that someplace else.
Crunchy.
Not in Sonoma. Here, someone actually came into the visitor center and they said, help, my bike tire is getting flat. Is there a pump nearby that I can use?
Oh, everywhere. Oh my gosh. I mean, no, seriously, we have so many bike stores. I mean, if you go through, some people here in Sonoma County get crazy because by the side of the road, there are these lines. I prefer lines. I need to be staying between the lines.
Oh, yeah.
But if you see lines, a particular white line by the side of the road, that means that everything to the side of that is for the bicyclists.
Right.
And you leave them alone and you give them at least 3 feet if you can.
Correct.
On country roads. If you go to Sebastopol, it's even more complicated. We're doing better at that. We're trying to be
lanes and stuff
Amsterdam
like
or something.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of bike shops here. And they're very, very good at it. And I mean, most gas stations will help you out.
You're absolutely right. We told the person, as a matter of fact, we said, go to the bike shop. It's 2 blocks away. Also at our library here, there's a bike repair station.
I like that so much.
So yeah, you just bring your bike. They have like tools and stuff like that. They have a pump there. Go down to Sonoma Adventures. He rents bikes, but Hunt, he always fixes my bike without even asking. Hunt, can I pay? He's like, nah,
right.
So you're right. That's funny. You know a lot about bikes, Clark.
Well, I mean, if you live, look, I've done, you know this because this is where we met. Yeah. I spent a lot of time taking tourism ambassadors around the county. Yeah. And I mean, I love this place. This is where I live. And, I've lived in my cabin longer than I've ever lived any place in my life.
Yeah.
It's the only place I've ever, I mean, I grew up in Southern California in my parents' $8,000 tract house. That is, worth a fortune now, right. And I always felt like it was their house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I remember when I was going to move to San Francisco, my father said, "Why do you need to leave?" And I said, "So could I bring someone to spend the night in my room?" And he said, "No, you cannot." And I said, "Well, at my house I could. This must not be my house."
Dad's like, no, you got me there, Clark. All right, here's the final question we got.
Yeah.
From the visitor center, someone walked in and said, I'm feeling a bit hungry, but I don't need a full sit-down meal. Where are some good places for small bites or little dishes?
Almost every taco truck. I mean, come on.
That's true.
I remember in one election they were threatening that there would be taco trucks on every corner, and I thought, oh my gosh, that should be your slogan.
That wasn't like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Exactly. No, but we also, again, this is the other trend I really wanted to mention.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people who have come out of 3-star Michelin or 2-star Michelin restaurants who don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
Who don't want to yell, yes, chef, at each other all the time. And they are taking these talents, Zoftig Eatery in Santa Rosa. Basso is another example of that. Troubadour in Healdsburg.
Right.
These are high-level chefs making sandwiches and salads, and they are to die.
And they love
so
it.
you can have a really good, simple meal. Standing around, sitting around, walking around, and there isn't a farmer's market that doesn't have great food.
They all do have good food, and absolutely. Also, some other quick ones here around the Plaza. If they were at the Plaza, we could say go to Tosca Tosca. It's Portuguese food. They have small plates there. You mentioned a taco truck. El Coyote is a taco truck. It's down by the high school, and it's really good down there. There's also a good little burger place called Little Lou's Luncheonette, which is a burger joint, and it's really fantastic. It's in a gas station just south of town there. Yeah,
I think we're going to see more of that. That's another trend. I think we're going to see more and more. Apparently, I think it was a Japanese company bought 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
And if you've ever been to Italy, you know that if you go on the highway, they have these little things over the highway where you can buy stuff to eat, and it's really good.
Oh, okay.
And in Japan, you can do that same kind of thing, and it's really excellent.
They have great
food.
7-Elevens in Japan. I will tell you that. They are amazing.
And I believe they bought the company.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think what we're going to start seeing is convenience stores with better and better food. I mean, if you go to Vermont, oh my God, their gas stations have, jerky that somebody shot. You know what I mean? Venison jerky that somebody shot, and pies made by somebody's mom. And
Right. So it's like it's not just as mass produced.
No, exactly. I mean, what we're doing is we're realizing that it is actually cost efficient if you have a family to buy food at the farmer's market that lasts longer and has more nutrients. But if you're on your own, or if you're working so much that you don't have a lot of time to cook, having some quick meals is a really good idea, especially if it's simply made by local ingredients with local ingredients by nice people.
You did it. You answered all the questions.
Everyone,
You're a good job.
you need some more visitors. I need some more questions.